Welcome to CEOs in Cars, a BC business video series sponsored by the Dilawri Group of companies in which we drive around in high-performance cars with British Columbia's equally high-performing CEOs. My name is Tom Gerasimchuk, and I'm the editor-in-chief of BC Business Magazine. Today, I'm excited to spend the day driving around Stanley Park and North Vancouver with Robert Burns, President and CEO of CKR Global. CKR deals with a lot of bad guys globally and even in Vancouver, so we put him behind the wheel of the subdued but elegant Infiniti Q50, provided by the new Infiniti downtown Vancouver at 3rd and Pine in Kitsilano. It may start under 40 grand, but it's packed with high-end standards like the 328 horsepower, 3.7-liter V6 engine, 7-speed automatic, and available intelligent all-wheel drive. Not to mention, one of the best stock sound systems and navigation technology in the Infiniti fleet.
Hey, how are you?
Nice Welcome. Ready to go for a drive?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
This will be great. Sorry, did I tell you I race cars as a hobby?
No, you did not. Do tell.
Well, I've had a chance to race in a Le Mans sports car in F1, Formula One. I was in a NASCAR last year.
So, where?
NASCAR was in Richard Petty track in Arizona.
Yeah.
And then the year before I was over in London, England, and raced in a Formula One car. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
So what was your first car?
My first vehicle was a 1967 half-ton pickup, an ex-BC Hydro truck, 4-wheel drive with a big PTO winch on the front. And it actually became a pretty significant part of our family because after I had it and drove it, I bought it in the early 80s and drove it for a little bit. It became a work truck because we built a log house. So I built a log house as a retirement home for my parents, and that little $1,500 truck played a significant role in that. We still have the log house now.
Your business is human and organizational safety, risk mitigation, and security.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means we provide a whole suite of services, proactive and reactive, to help lower the risks for our clients. We do anything that'll help reduce risk, from pre-employment screening to make sure they're hiring the right people, background checking, to all the way to literally boots on the ground. So for example, in northern BC and Alberta, with oil and gas mining, we have and supply people very embedded with our clients, providing all kinds of risk and security services.
I know there's dozens and dozens of hairy situations. What's the most recent notable one, if you had to pick one, internationally or otherwise?
Well, yeah. Are you talking about us or in general? Or?
In general, for clients where
Sure.
you guys were called in and it's like, we are in a whole heap of something, please help.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty common event. Anything in Mexico has been a problem for a lot of Canadian companies. We've had numerous Canadian companies down there suffering from some of the cartel issues, organized crime issues that are taking place, and the instability that it creates.
So, I mean, how do you prepare yourself, your clients?
Sure.
What is that kind of takeaway for you're going into a dodgy spot? Here's the intelligence, and here's some defensive driving maneuvers. I mean, how do you prepare?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually put on driver training in foreign land, as well as kidnap and ransom training.
Yeah.
So to use those as an example, most of the time it is safety, all about safety. And it's really about having really good information about what are you trying to train them to drive to do.
How do you prepare just in terms of driving in a zone that you know is potentially hostile? I mean,
we've got a truck passing us, get ready to duck.
Yeah, that's right, there it is.
As far as the driving goes, you want to stay in a position to allow you to provide counter surveillance, because that is where people get attacked. If you have to identify any kind of activity for a targeting, it's going to come from the counter surveillance.
What was your scariest situation in a vehicle throughout your career?
Well, I've had a number of them. There's been a few. One is actually happened in Vancouver, where we had a contract killing taken out, contract to kill, taken out on a local businessman. The contract was picked up by organized crime here in the city, and they showed up 3 times to kill him. So on one of those occasions, I was alone in a vehicle at his residence when first time they ever showed up. So that was a little hair-raising. I can tell you that at that moment, you have to absolutely be confident that that car will start and run when that moment comes.
Oh, that's comfy.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. Robert, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for arranging it.
Pleasure.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it. I'll just scare him off. There he goes.
That's right.
There he goes. Like they haven't heard that before.
Yeah, that's right. I guess it beats a roadblock in Mexico.